Okay, I wanted to do a recap on some of the storylines I did on my main channel that I had that I have taken down since then, though. Different stories that I did to see, you know, what have changed in the situations. Have people been caught? Have people been jailed? Have people been held responsible? So this next one is for Mr. AMIR LOCKE. Okay, so I'm just going to play a little bit of my video, so I don't have to be looking stuff up on YouTube. Let's see. Okay. Whoops. So we have Trayvon. I got Trayvon. Who was it? Trayvon. Just let me say this for a minute, because I'm trying to think. Philando. Who else can I remember without getting up universe? Who was that young man? It was that young man who got... I gotta think that I did these back then on my channel. Told me. Oh goodness. Amir. Let's say it right. I don't like saying names wrong. Amir. Let me say universe. Amir. Let me see Amir. Okay. Let me say it right. Make sure I got it right. Amir universe. Amir. That's my heat is on now. It's cold down here. Sorry, I gotta stop for a minute so I can kind of, because I don't have all my stuff like that. We got AMIR LOCKE. AMIR died not too long ago, some weeks ago. Let's see. Yeah, AMIR LOCKE. 22-year-old young man. And this was also Minnesota. I'm sorry, this was Minneapolis. I'm sorry, I don't want to say things wrong. Yeah, February the 2nd. Okay, universe, what is it for AMIR? Anything for AMIR, universe? Anything? I'm just gonna end it. And I'm just going to just do something right now for AMIR LOCKE, a young man who was killed by a policeman. They rushed into the apartment he was in. I remember he was, I think, at his friend's house, his cousin's house, or somebody's apartment. He was sleeping over, something like that. And the police rushed in. And he wasn't who they wanted, I feel. He wasn't who they wanted. Get what I'm saying? He wasn't who they wanted. They assumed he was who he wasn't. And that's pretty much, things just went downhill because they came in for battle. Bottom line. My storyline says it. I just didn't want to play the whole thing. It don't last long, but still. They went in for battle. They went in to make something happen. Get what I'm saying? Not to bring them out walking to arrest them. They went in for battle. Get what I'm saying? Like when you're a soldier, when you're in the army, right? You're not trying to take nobody back to where you come from, right? What you're doing is you're trying to go in for battle. Get what I'm saying? Destroy. Okay? So let's just see. I want to see if anybody was held accountable, because in my storyline on my telephone, they didn't give AMIR a chance to even wipe his eyes good, to even recognize who he was looking at. He just assumed somebody was busting into where he was. And he did have a weapon, that's true. But anybody in their house, if somebody come in my house, I don't have a gun or anything. But I'm saying if I had any, I know what I had right in that room right there. Right in that room right there. Right in there. I'm in my basement. Right in my basement right there. I have a weapon in there. I don't have a gun, but I got a weapon in there. some kind of way. So if somebody come in that door right there that's looking at me right there, they will get it. Get what I'm saying? So if somebody busts in your house and coming in your house, you're going to grab what you can grab. My microphone ain't going to do it, but what I have in that room over there, that's going to bring them down. It's going to do something, disable them in some way. Get what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say, when they bust in and he didn't know who it was, you know, it's like caught him off guard. The first thing you're going to do is what? Grab your weapon. And that's what he did, evidently. And they didn't give him a chance to explain or talk or anything, because they went in for whoever they thought they was going in for, and they was going in for battle. They wasn't going in to take nobody out. And that's the thing when it comes down to police officers. They go in and you're supposed to arrest people, not go in to murder people and kill people. You're supposed to go in and arrest people. That's being left out here. I don't recommend nobody to call the police on their relative. If your relative has some kind of disability or something going on with your relative, do not call the cops. Because I'm tired of seeing stories where you call the cops and they kill your relative right in front of you. I'm tired of hearing them kind of stories. I'm telling you, I'm tired of hearing them. Stop calling the cops for your relatives. If your relatives have... Now, AMIR didn't have no kind of disability, right? I'm just throwing this in because that's stories that I hear also where people call the police for their relative because they just want a little help. And the police come and kill their relative. Call some kind of psychiatrist, doctor, somebody. Whoever it is, do not call the cops because they make the problem worse than what it is. I don't recommend it. But as far as AMIR's case, them going and looking for who they looking for, you still shouldn't have been going to shoot and kill anyone. That's the thing about it. Stop going in with intentions to murder people and kill people when they supposed to just get arrested. You supposed to protect and serve, not murder people. Now, let me just let that go because the storyline showed that all of them that went in, they went in for business. They meant business. They didn't go in to just arrest a person. That's the attitude. I will let you hear the whole video that I did to prove that. Okay, now let's just see what it is now. Was anybody held accountable? Because somebody need to be held accountable for AMIR's murder. Because it was murder. Period. Bottom line. Okay, so let's see. Which one is for AMIR? 15 jumping out. Okay, I meant to take out my healing of the soul. Wait a minute. Let me pause. Let me just see which one God want me to take. Which one for AMIR? 6. Wait a minute. Okay, I have deck 6. Deck 6 of healing of the soul. It's when somebody hurts you to the core, to the soul, or you hurt someone. Okay, and we have deck 15 of the abuse, when you abuse someone or someone abuse you. Okay, right now you hear my chair squeaking a little because I just haven't screwed it yet. Okay, so if you can bear with that and listen to the storyline, I welcome you. If you can't, just turn it off. Okay, so we have it like that. And my heat is on because it's cold in this basement. Okay, let me just say something about the sounds you hear, and like I said, if you want to stay, stay. Okay, this is all about AMIR, so I don't really care about nobody else but AMIR right now. That's the one I'm talking about and I care about with the storyline, because he was treated unjustly. He was just laying down sleeping, minding his business, and his life was taken away. So that's what I'm concerned about. And maybe I don't even know how the cops look, what their races is. I mean, I just don't really know. But they could have been European, right? Whoever they was, they didn't look like him. Follow me. Because it says the family need to seek justice. Look what it's saying. Justice for sure. Right? Because it's obvious that the family, you know something. You know it was unjust. Right? They know it was unjust. For recovery, for a brighter future for the family. Deep. Because live your best life by getting healed, God says, right? Look at that first card. Look at the first card. Look at the first card. God said, get on your path. Do it right now. If you stop fighting for AMIR, get back on the trail. Get what it's saying. Right? Get on your path. Bring joy to that thing, right? Bring me joy. Cultivate that thing, right? Get back on your path, right? You want the justice system to bring you joy, to cultivate that thing, right? Dealing with the big boys. Here they are. Here they are, the big boys. Okay? Big boys are cops, FBI, drug dealers, your husband, your doctor, your teacher, your pastor, the mayor, anybody large and in charge, anybody over top of you, you deem over you at that time. Your husband, I don't care who it is, your counselor, your lawyer, whoever it may be. Follow me? And you felt like you was an antelope to whoever this is. But God said, cultivate that thing and get on top of that thing, right? Because we got AMIR was wondering if he could trust someone. Maybe whoever house he was in. Follow me? Because it's just one name of a male. So this could be AMIR's. This could be AMIR's mother, wondering if she could trust somebody as far as the police department, a lawyer, anybody. Or this could be AMIR's card. He was wondering if he could trust whoever house that was, because it wasn't his house. Follow me? Okay, it looks like he liked style some kind of way, and he was having fun, or he liked fun some kind of way. He is doing some kind of pillow talk through the extension. And that simply mean if he wasn't talking to a female or somebody like that, sweet talk, he was just talking to a friend of his, somebody where, you know, it was kind words. Follow me? Now let's just flow. Let's just take this because it's jumping out for AMIR. Because it says right here that entry level of darkness, that place where he was at was an entry level of darkness, was negative there. He didn't know it though, because it became a chamber of chaos. Look at this stuff. Here God coming back at the family. Seek justice. Here God coming back at you 2 times. Seek justice. Because it was a racial act. Look what God's saying. It's light green. I wouldn't lie to you. Because I'm going to use this card as, I'm going to make this card AMIR. You see a name right here, but I'm going to say AMIR. This just stands for a name, okay? A male name. Right? Seek validation for AMIR, because it was a racial act. Because God say no more lack. Right? You're going to have no more lack. Start being responsible for yourself by making the changes you got to make. Because right here, it was poor work ethics here. It wasn't good work ethics. It was poor work ethics. But as far as the cops themselves, they feel they had good work ethics. They was doing the right thing. But God says it wasn't. So God telling the family to make some phone calls and stay on this thing where they will feel like you calling too much. Flood their phones where they will feel like you calling them too much. Get what I'm saying? Because they had poor work ethics. They not getting back to you. They not trying to make it work. They not trying to get to the bottom of it. They not trying to bring justice to it. Or themselves, those officers had poor work ethics when it come down to God, right? But to themselves, they feel they have good work ethics. God say challenge it. Challenge that thing. Challenge what? Self-love. Oh, shoot. Maybe that officer quit. Maybe, because I see like a quitting card. Get what I'm saying? Okay, it says right here that get out of the circle that keep you stuck. See that you are worth $1 million plus more. So we talking about AMIR right here. So let's just float for a minute. He had to get out of the circles that keep him stuck. I see that he was worth $1 million plus more. And the only circle I could see right then for him was those cops. They were surrounding him. But other than that, evidently, whoever he was hanging with, I don't know. Okay? Lord, I want to know if these people, so far I can see God telling you to stay on this thing to get justice for AMIR. 2 times. It was a racial act, God said. Get on your path and seek justice. Get on top of this thing with the big boys. That's the cops. FBI. Anybody large and in charge. The Justice Department. Whoever you got to talk to. God wants something done. Stay on that thing. Don't let up. You got to show self-love for Amir. He can't do it. Challenge it. Challenge that thing. Okay? It says right here that you can't buy me. So some kind of way, if it's some kind of lawsuit or whatever's going on, or civil suit or whatever's going on, you can't buy me to shut you up, to stop you from going the other way. God saying, don't let that stop you. I have skills. I'm ruined here. So we might have the officer that's trying to leave, or did leave, or something like that, because he feel he ruined there now because he murdered Amir. But I don't know how many people shot Amir. Could be more than one of them. I just don't know. Or this could actually just be for the parent or the parents. You can't buy me. I'm ruined here. It means you got to keep on. You might be at one. It usually go with a person though, unless he was like at a job or something and he left a job or something. Okay, it says right here that Amir pinpointed a problem that helped him up in his life, or the parents, however it's flowing. Okay, this is an upset card. This is what I got for the officers before. See, it's coming right back out. It's inside that I really think it was in there, if I'm not mistaken. This one, I really think it was. If not, I'm wrong. But if I played my video and see, because I did that, what, 2 years ago or whenever I done it. I'm just early last year or whenever, I don't remember. Okay, this is the upset card. When you upset pacing, you upset walking or whatever outside. Usually it could be in the hallway, it could be in the house, but usually it be outside. You steaming mad. That's what it means. And the cops were steaming mad. Get what I'm saying? Look, limited light. Look at that. So it might have been at nighttime, in the middle of the night, or whatever. Whatever, it was limited light. Look at that card. Follow me? Why did my mother give me up? I wonder who I look like. So we have like one of those cops in that bunch some kind of way. Mother gave him up. Mother didn't care. Mother didn't love him or anything like that. One of them. Because Amir had his mother, so it's not Amir. Stop tearing down my emotions. So we got the cops some kind of way tearing down his emotions, needed to filter their ways. I don't know what they said. They might have said, I don't know what they said. I don't want to see the video to hear what they said really, but they might have, whatever it was, it just wasn't good, because it says Amir was crying out at the house. Follow me? Because it said it was racial, so they might have, I don't know what they said. I don't know. It says right here, sharing in a support group, telling and inviting in a support group. This usually, this could be for the parents, go to a support group if you need it. Or this could actually be trial, talking and inviting in and talking in at a trial. Or talking with a lawyer. Or this could be where one of them officers need to go to a support group and talk in a support group. Because here we got a lawsuit. So either God wanted the parents to take out a lawsuit, or telling the parents to take out a lawsuit. Civil, what is it? The death one, I guess, or whatever you call it. If it haven't happened. Oh. Okay, we have that. Amir had brown eyes. If not him, this officer who did it, or I don't know how many did it. I can't do it. It says I can't do it. So I don't know if they said something to him and he couldn't do it. Or they didn't allow him. They didn't give him a chance to do it. Either he said he couldn't do it, I can't. Or he just couldn't he didn't get a chance to do it. See what I mean? They didn't allow him to do something, or he said he couldn't. However it's flowing. Whatever. I don't know what it was though. Okay, let's just flow. These is the last. These ones drop. There was a crystal layer of hope for Amir, because this officer was showing his problems. Okay, we have right here that He had to deal what was on his plate and throw away the scraps because he wanted loyalty or expected loyalty. That's what it would be for people when you're dealing with the cops. Well, this cop had a lot of problems. Okay, there's one main one in there that God is focusing on, even though it might have been more than one that shot him. I don't know. Or it could have been just one that shot him. I just don't know. Okay, he is going to do what it takes to get to where he wanted to go. Thinking. So either Amir was going to do what it takes to get to he wanted to go, and God was telling him this deal what was on his plate. Maybe he was shelving his problems, and it was a crystal layer of hope, him shelving his problems, and he was going to get to where he needed to go to get what he needed or whatever. It could have been anything like that with itself, period, before they came running in, because they came busting in or anything like that. Somebody moved fast on it and caused manslaughter. So God calling it manslaughter right here. Killing Amir without a cause, without a reason. Shouldn't kill anybody anyway, but yeah. They just did it. They just did it. God saying it right here. Move fast on it, manslaughter. God saying it. Okay, it says right here that spending time. They spent time. Okay, if Amir said anything, he wanted to know how long this was going to take. Where's this going at? He might have asked him a couple questions or a question. I don't know. He might have said something. Or one of the officers wanted to know how long it's going to take. Us standing outside, getting upset and steaming, waiting outside, waiting to go in or whatever. Or waiting outside the door, wondering, well, how long it's going to be? How long we going to stand out here? I'm ready to go in or whatever they might have been thinking like. Because this is the card when you want to know how long it's going to be. Spending time somewhere. Where's we going at? Follow me? AMIR LOCKE, a young man who had lots of life to live, who was murdered by the police. He was in the house sleeping. The police came in. Didn't give him a lot of chance to do nothing. I don't even know if he actually got to speak. I just don't know. Because I didn't look at the video. I don't like looking, because I don't like looking at those videos personally. I don't like looking at those videos like that. Okay. It says right here, pricing something to butter somebody up. So Amir might have been pricing something to butter somebody up, because he might have been talking sweet talk to somebody on the phone, pillow talk to somebody he loved, somebody he liked, right? Or it could be one of these officers was pricing something to butter the officer self up, or somebody the officer know, anything like that. Or the mother pricing something to butter herself up, or she might have been pricing something to butter up Amir, however it's going. Okay, we got a cat catcher with drained energy. Amir could have been a cat catcher with drained energy. He could have been. A cat catcher is just a guy that can get a lot of ladies. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, if not him, the person who shot him. One main one, though. If it was more than one who shot him, one main one God talk, focusing on. Somebody who really didn't know his mother good, or didn't know his mother at all, or anything like that. Follow me? Okay, it was just in a discreet manner. God saying that the parents gonna handle something in a discreet manner, something tangible, and that's money, because we got a lawsuit right there. So we have right here to see it with full eyes. But oh goodness, I just felt like, it felt like a crowd was gonna bust out. I gotta keep myself controlled. It was getting ready to be like, felt like a crowd was gonna bust out of me. Like water like rain bust through the sky. That's what it felt like was getting ready to happen when I said this. To see it with full eyes. And it was like it's getting ready to come out of me. The tears for Amir. Get what I'm saying? The tears for Amir. It rhymes, don't it? To see it with full eyes. I think this came in the other one too. Listen to what I just said. To see it with full eyes. He was waking up. He couldn't see them with full eyes. Like I'm looking at my computer. I have full eyes. I'm wide awake. I've been woke for hours. He was asleep and he woke up. He couldn't see whatever it was to see in front of him with full eyes. And here they are. They looked at it as he disrespecting them because he couldn't even see them good with full eyes. It's like you waking up out your sleep and you just got to get your eyes together to even see. But they looked at it like he was disrespecting them because he just wasn't comprehending right off the bat. Who was this? What they talking about or whatever? Because you waking up out your sleep. Don't mess with me. Wake me up out my sleep because I'm not nice like I am right here. When you wake me up out my sleep, I'm on a grouchy side. I'm not a real nice when you wake me up out my sleep. I'm serious about that. They looked at it as disrespect. Follow me. God saying right here for the family, we survive, right? But God telling you what? Look at what God telling you. Act now. Get what I'm saying? Act now. So you can survive. Because God telling you more than one time to make some moves. If you haven't made them, God telling you make these moves. Make that move right now, baby. Make that move. Daddy. I don't know about him and his father. Amir. I don't know. Or is this officer? Is one main officer God talking about, even though it's more than one in that room? Is one main one God talking about? Follow me. Whoever it is. Or this card right here is Amir's. I don't know which one it is because I don't know Amir and I don't know the officer. See what I mean? God know him though. Daddy did not show me love. I never knew my father. This could be Amir or this could be an officer. And not knowing your father don't necessarily mean your father, you don't know your father is. They can live in the same house like my father, but you don't know him deep down. Get what I'm saying? One or the other. Follow me. An officer or him. Okay, we have right here what? For Amir. Okay, this for Amir's parents, family. Your loved one is here in spirit. Right? Your loved one wouldn't want you to be depressed. Start to live your life again if you're not living your life. Okay? Because he wouldn't want you depressed. Continue living your life. One of these officers looked at something as laughable. Follow me. But they needed to do things in decency. Follow me. Because he is these officers. He is the officers. Because this is for the parents. Follow me. Are you molded by religion? If you're a person who go to church or whatever your religion is, whatever it is, are you molded by the religion that tells you what to do, how to do it? You can't this, you can't that. Get what I'm saying? That controls you, where it stops you from being your highest, truest self. God telling you, are you molded to a religion? Or your leaders, your God, whoever you got helped onto you that controls you, that stops you from doing what your mind tell you to do, are they your God? In this situation, this would be the cops right here, right? Is your leaders your God? Is the cops your God? Or is God your God? Because they need to do things in decency. Because somebody thought it was laughable what happened to Amir. And God don't like that. Get what I'm saying? Whoa, shoot. I didn't mean. Okay, let's see. This is the first one. And they was talking about it. Wiggling around, just some small talk. Follow me? Okay, we have these that fell right. So let's just flow with this card here. They was willing. It says willing because of fear and force. They felt they was given no other choice, right? They felt they had no other choice. So they was willing to shoot and kill Amir because of fear and force. Well, only force was them. They the ones who created force come busting in his house. And why is they fearful? How is they fearful when they the ones that's got all the weapons coming in on a person? It's backwards, right? That's backwards. How are you fearful when you the ones coming in with the weapons in the force? You turning it around and making it seem like you the victim. You're not the victim. You are the victor in this situation. You say you was given no other choice. No, Amir wasn't given a choice. Let's turn that around. Okay, so the next card is, we got a mother card again. We got this officer's mother. What do mother love feel like? Follow me. Don't know your mother. Follow me. Because your mother wasn't available to you emotionally. Follow me. It says right here, you rose to the occasion given to you and you killed Amir. Follow me. No longer will you be filtered by no one. Follow me. And also God could be talking to the parents of Amir. Rise to the occasion given to you, God telling you, and no longer be filtered. Go fight for Amir. Act now like God says so you can survive. You looking at it with full eyes, God says. Take out a lawsuit. It was racial abuse. Flood that phone, flood that telephone where they be tired of you calling, where they saying, oh, she calling too much. Where you demand their attention to show self-love for Amir, because you only can stand in his place right now to show that your son was worthy of his life, because God said he was worth $1 million plus more. They created a chamber of chaos. He was sleeping, minding his business. God saying it right here. It was a racial act. God saying it. God saying it. I wasn't there. God saying it. God is everywhere. God, number one card said, God said, get on your path. Number one card, get on this thing. You dealing with the big boys, the cops, the law, the judges, whoever it is, the court system. Get on your path and fight for Amir. And keep it up. Because right here, manslaughter, they acted without a cause, killed him fast. Do you really like the way you are? Things are starting to change. So some kind of way with Amir, maybe it was a change that happened in his life. He is changing up his life some kind of way. If not him, that cop need to. One main one though. Even though it might have been more than one who did whatever, God focusing on one main one. Or God talking to the parents. Do you like the way you are? There gotta be a change if you don't like the way you are. Or the way things going. See, God keep coming at you. You got to get justice for Amir. You got to get a justice for Amir, because there's no justice. Seem like it wouldn't keep being on the table if it was justice. There's not no justice for Amir yet. God says justice for Amir. Justice for sure. Got to get justice for Amir, for people who didn't look like him. Whatever their race. They ain't look like him though. Look. I mean, I'm ready to shuffle. You said, look what this said. You said to say, get the truth out of a story otherwise. Get what I'm saying? Obvious. It's obvious. Somebody knows something. Among all of them that bust in that house, bust in his apartment, wherever he was. And obvious, you know something. And you know that it got to be justice for Amir. If there's anything the parents know, you know you got to get justice for Amir. But obvious, somebody knows something who bust in. Get what I'm saying? One of them. They know exactly what all happened. Right? If all could pick greed, they would pick greed with no nonsense lessons. Follow me? But we dealing with money some kind of way. So I feel like with that, nobody want to get fired. So somebody might know something, but they not talking because it's like, no, I ain't trying to get fired. I want my money. Or the person was working overtime some kind of way. That means you're trying to get more money, anything like that. Okay, we got this card up in here. Rape took me here sexually. So we might have an officer that's gay up in there. That's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It might make the person a certain kind of way. Ugly, mean, evil, narcissistic, if I'm saying it right. What's the other word? Sadistic. Follow me? Okay. But it says right here, someone is not all there. Look, God bringing behind it. Somebody is not all there. This officer, right? Yeah. Because he is resistant. Look, here they come again. Here's the officers. This stands for a white person or a policeman. Follow me? Blue-eyed brother. Follow me? Cop or just a white person in general. Period. Bottom line. Right? Pickpocket stands for being patted down by the cops or being robbed by a white person. So, somebody's resistant, right? Or they looked at Amir as being resisting them. Follow me? Somebody is not all there. So, we can put this with the cop not all there because he was sadistic. He was, what you call it? He was a narcissist. Follow me? Or we can put this card with Amir. Amir was not all there. That means he was half asleep, waking up out of sleep. He was not all there. Not like I'm clear as day, I'm talking to you. I'm all there right now. You catch me when I'm half asleep, you might can get me to say yeah to anything, depending on how sleepy I am. I'll be sleeping good. My grandchildren can ask me something. They might can, Grandma, can I have this or whatever? And I'm going to say, yeah. And I'll fall back to sleep. Get what I'm saying? So this could be, they looked at Amir as he was resistant. Right? And whoever the cop was, that main honcho, that main one, because it was a main one in that bunch that wanted to go in and make some action happen. That one wasn't all there. Because remember, he's sadistic, he's narcissistic, whoever he is. He might have been raped before. So he felt like ain't nobody going to be telling him what to do, how to do it, and nothing else. Get on up. Might have told Amir, get on up, get up, or anything like that. Follow me? Okay, so we have right here that Amir could have been not all there because he was half asleep trying to wake up. Follow me? Wasn't moving fast enough. Here's the cop. It's all in a line. Here's God. Here's the blue-eyed brother, the cop. Pickpocketing, patting down. Right? So some kind of way they did something as far as Amir. Somebody did. Somebody did something. Somebody did something if they, and even if they do nothing on his actual body, they did some searching or something of his house. They did something. Because it's mean when you patting down by the cops, like I said, and they was cops. So if they didn't pat him down no kind of way, they touched him some kind of way. They might have shot him, then he probably got the touching all on him or whatever they must have did. Feel on his pockets or whatever they must have did. Because that's what this card means. Right? Healthcare industry would be a path for Amir. Follow me? Good path. Or his parents. Follow me? Working with seniors. Follow me? Justice got to be served for Amir. Justice for Amir. Justice for Amir. Let me sing it for a minute. Give me a song, universe, for Amir. Give me a song for Amir, universe. Give me a song. Let the words come out of my mouth, universe. Give me a song for Amir. We got here justice for Amir. So far it's not justice for Amir because too many cards is on the table saying it's not. Bring justice to me. Bring justice to me. Oh, I just wanted to see. Bring justice to me. Bring justice to me. This is Amir. Thank you, Amir, for that song. Thank you, Amir. Amir say, bring justice to me. He just wanted to see. He was half asleep. Okay, live the best life by getting healed. This would be for his family. And the only way you can truly heal is to get justice for Amir. Stay on them people. Stay on them people. Okay, let's see. Recovery for a brighter future. Taking care of recovery for a brighter future. Maybe 401 is my tag number, license number. One of them cops, license number, tag number, time it happened, their birthday, a court date, or whatever this is. Thesis, If it's not a real thesis, police paperwork, court paperwork, a time of court, a date of court, or anything, whatever that is. Follow me? Okay, we have right here that a female wanted to get to the Milky Way. So it could have been somebody he knew that wanted to get to the Milky Way with him, wanted to make things happen with him. If not that, we got a female that could have been part of the cops. Get what I'm saying? Or this could stand for Amir's mother. Put her name here. She want to get to the Milky Way. And the Milky Way for Miss Amir's mother, the Milky Way would be this right here. Getting to the court system, getting the paperwork, getting everything in order to bring justice for Amir. Get what I'm saying? Unless it was a lady he was involved with or something like that. In work or romance or whatever that says, right? If it's that. Okay, it says right here, things are starting to change. Things are starting to change. Because we need things to change up. Because so far, there's no justice for Amir. The card's saying it. And God wants justice for Amir. Amir just gave me a song. Oh my goodness. I hear you, Amir. I feel you. Bring justice to me. I just wanted to see. Bring justice to me. Bring justice to Amir Locke. He deserves it. Okay, express all you need to, God's saying, in any area in your life. Express all you have to as far as Amir, what you feel about what happened to your son. Express that thing. God's saying, go sky high with that thing. Keep it going, keep it going. Up, 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 up. That being the Justice Department. Up, up, up. Take it high as it can go because you want the truth out of a story. You already know what the truth is as far as what you saw on a body camera, but there's some other stuff going along with it too, that it was racial abuse. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Because God said it in the other storyline and it's coming back out. God know. God know. I done threw my cards all kind of way and mixed my cards up all kind of ways since I did that storyline. That was last year whenever I done that. I mix all my cards up whenever I hear God said. I take all the cards I got and just throw them all together in piles and just wiggle them around like you, what they call it? Tossing french fries. I just do all kind of stuff, wiggle them all over the place, and I just take a stack and make decks like you see right here. I just take a stack of them, put them in, and that's what I do. I don't know what be in them until it go on the table. And that's what happens. And God brought out cards right back, certain cards of his. That's what I'm saying. God knows his story. The big boys, that's cops. Blue-eyed brother, that's cops. God knows. Manslaughter. God knows. God knows his story. God knows Amir. God knows these people. God knows his parents. So God going to put everything on his table that goes with these people I'm talking about. Limited light, the boardwalk. They was outside some kind of way. They was outside some kind of way. Limited light. So I wonder, was it the middle of the night? When did they go in? Middle of the night? Was it half dark outside? Was it almost morning? Limited light, boardwalk. It make me, oh, it was limited light. Wasn't enough light outside in a hallway or whatever. Middle of the night or almost morning or whenever this was. It's like somebody. Okay, let's go. Bring justice to me. Got you, Amir. I got you, Amir. Okay, let's see. Look at this. He was saddled down in a fortress. Right then, that apartment he was in, he was laying on the chair sleeping. I did that plenty of times. When you just stretch out on the chair. I think he was on the chair, if I'm not mistaken. Just when you stretch out, fall asleep. Well, you just go to sleep. Follow me. That was his fortress at that time. He was saddled down. Saddle me down. Get what the card says. He was saddled down at the fortress. He wasn't given chance to get up. Get what I'm saying? A fortress is when you're stuck, when you're trapped. It's like somebody put you somewhere and they locked the door and you can't get out. It's a fortress. That sofa or wherever he was laying at was a fortress. Get what I'm saying? Look what it says. Saddle me down. They didn't give him a chance to get up. They saddled him down. They trapped him. Get what I'm saying? I can't say the apartment. I got to say that chair, because if he didn't get a chance to get up and you got the police barking out all kind of orders and demands. That's why I hate when I see any kind of videos and different things I see on when police be stopping people and all kind of stuff. They give too many demands at one time. Put your hands up. Don't make no sudden moves. Lay down. Get your license. Don't move your hand. I mean, come on. Which is it? Which is it? And then talking to people like they're a kid. You talking to grown men and grown women, first of all. Okay? That's something they need to put in the law books. Talk to people with respect. You want respect, you need to give it. Okay? It says right here that he changed his mind about a female. So maybe he's talking to some female he know on the phone, because he was talking eventually. He might wasn't when they came in, but some kind of way. He is talking to a female, or maybe just period that day or whatever. Some kind of way he is talking to, maybe talking to a female, or he just changed his mind about a female, or this officer changed his mind about some female, whoever she was. So he might have been mad about a female. Who knows? Don't take it out on Amir, though, if you was. That's your own problems. Okay, it says right here that Amir was jovial, friendly person. That's what this card is saying. He got an epiphany. Okay, it says right here that he was a sweetheart. Follow me? But somebody was going to sit down and gloat about this thing. Follow me? Because here we go right here. Look at this. This is a bad card. This is a bad card. The family want to get the truth out of a story otherwise. The truth for the story is that it was a racial act. They was racist. Racial act. I don't know if all of them was, but some of them was, or whoever. Racial act. The truth of the story is right here on this table. This is the truth of the story. So you want the truth of the story? Here it is. Plus one of them officers in there knows something, and if he open up his mouth and talk, you can find out a little bit more. But he don't want to open his mouth because he don't want to lose his job. Get what I'm saying? Greed. Don't want to lose your job so you can keep your mouth closed. Obviously, you know something. Follow me? That's the truth of a story. What God got on the table and what that officer over there know. Some officer, right? Otherwise. Follow me? And here's the last card. Whichever ones did the shooting, 1, 2, or whoever, I don't know. Because I don't want to look at the video. I don't want to look at none of those videos. I don't want to look at any videos, because they make me mad and it make me sad. Videos like, so I don't look at those. I just read whatever I read and keep it that way. That keeps me balanced, because it'll make me mad. I'm telling you. Make me mad, make me sad. So instead of being like that, I don't even look at it. I just read whatever and I feel from whatever it is. Because when I see stuff, it makes it more, makes me angrier. So I'd rather not look at things. Get what I'm saying? So we have right here that officer used his imagination and made Amir disappear without a trace. Follow me? So he made Amir disappear without a trace. And the without a trace part in his storyline would be most of the time people like, let me see, get rid of them. Let me think for a minute. Because there's no excuse. Because really, once he opened his eyes good, It's like he just did it. He did it because he felt he could do it with this card. With this storyline. He did it because he felt he could do it and he wanted to do it. It's like somebody trigger happy. Somebody want to shoot, so they want to shoot. They want to shoot. The person want to shoot, so you just do it. Because really, if they would have just let him open his eyes good so he can see who he was looking at and hear who he is hearing, there's no way he gonna pull no gun on the cops. If he not mad with the cops or anything, he wasn't gonna do that. He is gonna follow everything they said. He would have. Anybody would if they're a person that don't have trouble with the cops or whatever's going on with them. If they regular and ain't nothing wrong, they're gonna abide and they're gonna comply. He did it. This officer did this because he wanted to do it. It's like he was trigger happy. Get what I'm saying? He wanted to do it anyway. It ain't like Amir did a whole lot of nothing to him. It's like he wanted to do it because that was already in his plan to do some shooting when he went in there. So he made him disappear without a trace. No reason. In this storyline, there's no reason. Because God already saying up here, it was no reason for it. There was no reason for it. It wasn't no accident. Manslaughter. He moved fast on it. So it could have been more than one. I don't know how many shot him. I don't know. But God talking about one main person, I feel. Out one main one out of the bunch got some problems. Mommy issues. Daddy issues. Love issues. Was raped before. Get what I'm saying? One of them out of that bunch. Sadistic. Narcissistic. And we got them kind of people on the police force that's taking their anger out on other people. He did this because he was trigger happy and he wanted to do it. Not because Amir did anything to this man. One main one out of the bunch. It's like this. And he made him disappear without a trace. That mean made him be gone. Get what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm talking about. He diminished his life just like that. He made his life disappear just like that. Without a trace. Because he did it for no reason. With this card, with this storyline, with this person. He was itching to use his gun. And he wanted to use his gun and he did it. You can't say he drawed his gun on them because he didn't. He didn't do it. He didn't draw his gun on these people, I'm telling you. This is the second storyline I did it. That other one I told you back then. He never drew his gun on these people. He didn't do that. So there's no reason for this man to pull his gun and shoot him like that. Or shoot him one time, whatever he did. He did it because he's itching to do it. He went in. He had plans to go into for battle like you in the army. Period. Bottom line. And he wasn't going to let his bullet go to waste and just sit in his gun. Because he got a bunch of stuff going on with him. But God wants justice for Amir. Seek justice for me. Seek justice for me. I was trying to see. Seek justice for me. Amir want justice sought for him. Family. God saying number one card. Get on your path right now. And get back to it. If you slacked up with it, get back to it. Cultivate that thing and bring joy to it. To get that justice for Amir. I could say my Amir. If he's 22 years old, I don't have children that young. But I do have nephews and nieces that young. Right? Seek justice against the big boys, because he's an antelope to the big boys. Either the family was wondering if they could trust, but I could put this with Amir. Amir was wondering if he could trust whoever house that was, because it wasn't his house. Could I trust him to stay the night at his house or whatever? Anything like that? Because whoever house he was staying at, he was wondering if he could trust to stay there, to stay the night or whatever, because there's one person name on there, right? He is thinking about fun. He likes style. I'm just going over it again. He was talking on the phone to a female or to somebody. Sweet talk, nice talk, caring talk, a friend or whatever through the extension. Chamber of Chaos came about. Negative was at that house. Negative came to that house. Follow me, because it was a racial act. God say seek justice, family. It's more than one time. I'm going over it again. God wants you to validate this thing. And that is bring justice for Amir. That's not his name. It's just a name, an example. Yeah. For no more lack. Bring justice for Amir. Get justice for Amir. Being responsible for the self. So he had to start being responsible for himself at one point in his life. But God wants you to be responsible for yourself as far as reaching out and making things happen, and don't just wait on this one and that one to do it, but get back on the trail and the path of getting justice for Amir. Don't just listen to somebody say, well, I'm going to give you something. They ain't gave you nothing in a couple months. God wants you to get on top of it. Because God wants you to have good work ethics, because maybe you're dealing with somebody who don't have good work ethics. They not staying in touch with you, telling you what's going on with the case or whatever, or they don't even care because it's over with. Make it where you calling too much, God said. You get what I'm saying? Because God wants you to have self-love. Show that you love Amir. You got to show you love Amir. You got to speak for Amir. You the voice of Amir right now. He can't do it. Challenge it with whoever these people are, whoever it is you got to deal with. So it says right here that get out of the circles that keep you stuck. That means whoever not helping you, just lead them behind and get to somebody else, whoever it is, and make it happen. Or he was in a circle with people that kept him stuck. Follow me? Right? And the circle that he was keeping him stuck right then was the cops surrounding him. Follow me? They was a circle. Right? But if he had some people in his personal life, follow me, he need to get away from whoever they are, because God said he's worth $1 million plus more. These officers didn't see his worth, but God saying that he had worth. Okay, I'm ruined here. I have skills. So some kind of way, maybe he was dealing with a job or anything as far as a job, project or whatever, and he decided he was leaving, anything like that. Follow me? Or one of these cops decided I'm going to quit their position. Or this is for the parents. Get away from whoever it is that's not helping you. In the case with Amir, I'm saying it wrong, Amir, and get with somebody who want to help you. Follow me? To bring justice. Okay? Just the oh yeah, this the you can't buy me card. Yeah, somebody trying to keep you hold on to you for no reason, to get what they want, but you not getting what you want. Police department or the parents with that card. You got to pinpoint a problem that things ain't being done, so you got to make some other moves because it's holding you up with this case and making things happen. Another lawyer or whoever it is you got to deal with. Whoever it is, you got to get to whoever you got to get to help you, because it's being held up, because God's still saying Amir didn't get justice. This table saying, and God want justice for Amir. God want it. Follow me? So it says right here that or the officers, they pinpointed an action they felt that helped them up. Follow me? And he wasn't moving fast enough. Follow me? Okay, here we had the officers outside upset, right? Or in the hallway, or even pacing in his house, however you want to take it, but it usually be outside. Upset, hot, steaming, okay? I wonder who I look like. The officer, because he knew his parents, so it's one of these officers. Don't know his mother, right? Follow me? Don't know her as a person, or just didn't know her at all, right? Stop tearing down my emotions and filtering ways. So some kind of way, one of these officers says something, as far as to Amir. They said something besides get up. They said something, whatever it was. Or after they shot him, they were saying something negative or whatever. Whatever going on there. Because it says he crying out at the house. Follow me? Okay. Sharing and inviting in a support group. The family might have to go to bereavement back then. Might have to. Or this officer need to. Anything like that. Follow me? And also, the officer should have been a support group. If Amir needed to say something to him, they should have listened, but they didn't even wait to listen. But God want the family to take out a lawsuit. Follow me? Okay, we have I can't do it. So Amir had brown eyes. I can't do it. Pretty much would go with maybe Amir didn't get to do whatever. And God saying, I got to take it another way because I feel Amir, they might have was telling him something. And it said, usually it said, can't do it. He can't do it. But I got to twist it around. Because I feel like he was trying to do whatever, but he didn't get to do it yet. I really feel like he just didn't get to do it. They might have said something to him, but he didn't get to do it. Get what I'm saying? So the card going to come out for him. I can't do it because he didn't get to do it. It's just like somebody told me, go upstairs and open the door. But I got to get up first to get up there to open the door, right? So it's going to say I can't do it because I'm not up there yet. I got to at least get from here, walk up my steps, walk that way and go to my door. So it's coming out this way. He had brown eyes. Okay? Somebody was shelving their problems. Amir or one of these officers, right? There's a crystal layer hope for shelving problems, or was a crystal layer hope for Amir at that time because he wanted loyal, maybe from the cops, because they are cops. Once he saw they was cops, right? He had to deal with what was on his plate. Or we got this officer who wanted loyal out of Amir, wanted him to just listen as he bark out commands or whatever, and he had to deal with what was on his plate because this officer acted fast, like God saying, created manslaughter. So it says right here, murder without a cause, right? So it says right here that he is going to do what it takes to get to where he wanted to go, the officer. And where he wanted to go was to make this happen and to get moving on to, I guess, his next case or whatever. Because he is thinking. Follow me right here. So it says right here, some thinking was going on before they even went in there with this card. It's like you meditate and you sit and thinking. It's like you're thinking about whatever you want to do. Because he wanted to get to the back end, get this over with. Because it was time spent, want to get this over with, where it is going at. You know, what's the back end, where it is going at, what we going to do. Or it could have been a mirror as far as a job or love interest or whatever. Follow me. Okay, maybe he's going to buy somebody something to butter her up. Or a friend of his, anything like that. If it went anything like that with a mirror. Follow me. So it says right here, he might have been a cat catcher. A guy who could get plenty ladies, but he had drained energy. And in this storyline, that means he's sleepy. He tired. Get what I'm saying? Or this main cop was a man who could get a lot of ladies, but he had drained energy. And drained energy for him is he tired still. But he could have been a little older than Amir. I don't know. Okay, we got right here in a discreet manner. They was talking about something tangible. That would be Amir, maybe, the officer, or his parents. Okay, he had to see with full eyes. And Amir didn't get to see with full eyes because Amir was half sleepy. He didn't get to see with full eyes like I'm looking at this computer. Here the officers, you can't disrespect me. So by him not seeing with full eyes, he couldn't even really see who was in front of him. Probably couldn't even hear him good because you're waking up out your sleep. And they just responded. Okay. Okay. It says right here, God telling the family, you got to act now. Right? So you can survive as a family. But also the officers looked at it as right here. We got to act now. We're going to have to act now so we can survive. Get what I'm saying? So it says right here that out of this officer right here or Amir, whichever one, didn't know their father. If they knew their father, they didn't know him deeply. Follow me? The father didn't get a love, emotional love like like the officer wanted, or Amir, whichever way it goes. This officer needed to handle things in decency because he thought, or one of his officer friends thought, it was laughable what happened to Amir. This is for the parents. Are your leaders your God? From the cops, the judges, the mayor, your pastors, are they your God, or is God your God? That's all it means, right? Are you molded to a religion that stops you from doing what God telling you to do? If God say take out a lawsuit, do your religion say don't do it? Follow me. If your religion say don't do it, you need to drop that religion, because God telling you don't have nobody stopping you from doing something that God telling you to do. Okay? You gonna be talking about it? Or they was talking about it. What happened to Amir, because they thought it was laughable. Follow me. Okay? They felt they was given no other choice, and they was willing to do it because of fear and force. Now with this card with them, most of the time when I see this card kind of sad card for me when it come out in storylines. When I have storylines where people be killed and all, it's a sad, sad card. But in this one, it's not. Know why? Because it's on the other foot. It's not the victim here. This card usually come out for the victim. They not the victim. It's coming out on the wrong side. This goes with the victim all the time. And it's a sad card because you feel sorry for the person because they died. This not for the victim. This is not his card in this storyline. This is their card. They was given no other choice. They was willing to shoot him and kill him because of fear and force. It's not sad for me in this storyline. Know why? Because they saying they was willing to do it because of fear and force. They had no reason to have fear and force when they had all this manpower and all these weapons on him. Get what I'm saying? This police had problems with his mother. Didn't know his mother, anything about his mother. Unless Amir had some kind of stuff going on with his own mother. I don't really know. It can go either way. Take it however it goes. Emotionally unavailable. It's like when you're not available emotionally. Follow me? Okay. So it says right here that they rose to the occasion given to them at the time. No longer will they be filtered. They didn't want to be doing a bunch of talking and nobody telling them what to do or whatever. They're just going to make some moves, and they did it. Follow me? So, or God telling Amir's parents, rise to the occasion given to you. God saying, God giving you. No longer will you be filtered, and talk up for Amir and make this happen, because so far it's not justice. Because God's saying, do you really like the way you are? Because God telling you rise to the occasion given you and no longer be filtered. And then things is going to start to look good now, because you're going to have to make some moves. Because so far, Amir don't have justice. Here it is right here. Justice for sure. You got to seek justice for Amir. Justice for sure. Justice for Amir. Justice for Amir. Justice for Amir Locke. Against people who don't look like them, whatever their race. They don't look like them. Okay, it says right here, because somebody knows something. It's obvious that you know something. Right? The parents know what? You know that was unfair. You know that much. But there's also one of the officers out of that bunch that knows something too. Because maybe somebody's working overtime, or maybe one of them just don't want to talk and say whatever the person know, because the person is money hungry, don't want to lose his job. Follow me? Somebody knows something, because it says right here that get on up. They might have told Amir to get up, but still he halfway sleeping or whatever. Get what I'm saying? But then we had one of these officers out the bunch was raped before. Follow me? One of them. Follow me? Going up this card, and it took him there. Took him where? Took him. Let me see. If it's over here. Took him to where he's going to rise to the occasion given to him, and no longer will he be filtered by anyone. Right? And it made him, it says right here, he was resistant. He feel Amir was resistant against him. Amir was just simply trying to wake up. And it says right here that someone was not all there. This officer wasn't all there, because this officer was feeling a certain kind of way off of whenever he got raped. It made him become a certain kind of way, and that's probably why he even became an officer, really, because he feel like he ain't gonna let nobody else mistreat him or whatever, right? So he is gonna abuse his power, then turn it around, and he start hurting people because it says somebody was not all there. And also Amir wasn't not all there because he was half asleep, and he looked at Amir as resisting him. He was resistant. Here's the cop right here. Blue-eyed brother. Is policemen or white people patting him down or robbing him? So we dealing with cops, right? So we have them. They patted him down, but they probably did the patting after they killed him. Get what I'm saying? Okay, we have right here, healthcare industry would have been a good path for him. Follow me? We're working with seniors, God says, right? Recovery for a brighter future for the parents. Live the best life by getting healed. And the truly healing for the parents is to get justice for Amir. We got whatever number. It could have been 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Whatever these numbers stands for. License, badge number, birthday of somebody, whatever it is, right? Amount of money, whatever it is. Or we dealing with paperwork with the courthouse, paperwork with the police department, or a real thesis, however it's flowing. Address or whatever that could be. Anything. Okay, it says right here that Amir might want to get to the Milky Way with a female he know as far as doing a project, a job, or relationship or whatever. If not that, this would be his mother's card. His mother want to get to the Milky Way as far as seeking justice, getting all the paperwork she need, all the information she need to make this happen, to seek justice for Amir. Follow me? Because God's saying right here that your loved one is here in spirit. Your loved one wouldn't want you depressed. Amir wouldn't want you to be depressed. Start to live your life again. If you haven't, continue. The next card says, things are starting to change now. And things will start to change when you start to get back on the trail and the bandwagon of seeking true justice for Amir, because so far it's not there, because that's what the card's saying. Okay? Because God know all, and God's saying it's not done. Express all you need in any area, God's saying, and do it to the highest. You know the sky's all the way up there, right? Just keep on and keep on, right? Until justice is served. There's no giving up. Okay? They was outside with limited light some kind of way. Outside the apartment, outside the house, or wherever they was. Or actually inside his house. But it say the boardwalk. That usually be outside. So there's outside. And then maybe they went in his apartment. And maybe in his apartment it was limited light. I don't know. Or it was limited light outside, like it says. Okay, they saddled him down at the fortress. So the fortress for him was that sofa he was laying on in that apartment, period, was the fortress. But I'd rather say it was a sofa because he didn't get a chance to get up. It was like you stuck. People keeping you trapped. They did that. They didn't allow him to get up. He just wasn't moving fast enough, and they just reacted. So it says right here that he changed his mind about a female, whoever the female is. Maybe in love, friendship, or whoever it is. I don't know. He was jovial, it says, and it says that he got an epiphany. Right then, he got the epiphany, but that came behind the epiphany. He didn't get to, they didn't give him a chance. Can I just say it like it is? They didn't give him a chance. They didn't give him a chance. Whew. He was a sweetheart, God saying. And they sit down and gloated about this thing. Because remember, they thought something was laughable. They thought it was laughable. Okay? Family want to get to the truth of the story otherwise, but God putting the truth on the table. Only other truth is one of them officers knows something, but the officer not talking because the officer don't want to get fired. Follow me? Worrying about his money. Last card is that this person, one main one, I don't know how many shot him, but a main one God seemed to be focusing on, used his imagination and made AMIR Locke disappear. That means took his life away, diminished him. rid him. Get what I'm saying? Got rid of him. You get what I'm saying? And that's because this cop already had in his mind when he was going in for battle, like he was a darn soldier in the army somewhere. He was going in for battle. He wasn't going in just to be bringing somebody out and arresting them. He was going in for battle. You know what that means? So he was trigger happy. He wasn't going to let his bullet go to waste. Get what I'm saying? He wanted to use his bullet. Get what I'm saying? He wanted to get rid of. This card means get rid of. So he wanted to get rid of. He was trigger happy. He wasn't going in for nothing. His plans was, I'm going in and I'm going to shoot somebody today. That's what his plan was. Period. Bottom line. Make him disappear. Yeah, and that's what he did. Number one. Period. But God's saying for the family, number one card, get on your path. It came out this way. And do it right now. Because God wants you to get on your path and cultivate this thing and get back on the path of talking to these big boys, talking to the law, talking to the judge, the justice department, the lawyers, whoever, to bring favor to AMIR Locke. You feel like an antelope, but God is with you. As long as you got God with you, nobody can be against you. Just keep it up and God going to work with you. God bringing it back up because God wants justice for AMIR. Period. Bottom line. Let's see, AMIR. Bring justice to me. I just was trying to see. Bring justice to me. Thank you, AMIR. AMIR came through. AMIR gave me a song just like that. And God gave me songs so easy and fast. But AMIR, look, that was AMIR. Bring justice to AMIR. Justice. AMIR want justice, family. You the only ones can do it over here because you love him. The cops don't love him. The judge don't love him. The neighbors don't love him. Only you love him. People who love him love him. You only can bring justice to him. Only thing he can do is if he say whatever or he feel whatever and it come in your mind some kind of way and you know that's coming from him, whatever message, that's the only way he can do it. But you got to physically and use your voice out here to bring justice to AMIR. Bring justice to AMIR, family. Bring justice to him because this officer used his imagination and made AMIR disappear. Get the truth out of that story. It was racial abuse. God telling you already in the storyline. Let me see where we at. Oh, it went over an hour, but you worth it, AMIR. You are worth it. You so worth it. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me hear a little bit more of this one. Let's see. Universe for AMIR. This one jumping. Yeah. What make you feel better? They was doing what made them feel better. You hear it, don't you? This is my old one. They're going to do it, make them feel better. Make yourself feel better. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay, I think that's it right there. Oh, okay, universe said, no, what is this universe? A relationship or anything that kills your hope and your emotions. Death of anything that kills your emotions. Death of anything that's do not serve you. They didn't notice that he was of a different caliber. Yeah, they felt that he didn't serve him. He was of a different caliber. They didn't know he was a gun owner. They didn't notice. They just had one way of looking at him. The death of anything that did not serve them, right? The death of anything that kills their hope and emotions, that have feelings, did not serve them. They didn't notice that he was of a different caliber. They just did what made them feel better. Right here with this card. It says to see with full eyes. Yeah. See, it came in this one too. He was sleeping. He couldn't see them with full eyes. I feel he was waking up. They said he was waking up. You cannot bypass me. Yeah, you cannot bypass me. So they just went ahead He probably ain't even, he didn't probably get a chance to exercise his right to complain because this was a racial act. And universe saying that the family need to seek justice. Paying this out, right? Trying to pay in the court life for this thing out. And you got to pay out the court life for this thing, right? Yeah. You hooked it on you and ran from any problems. It is so easy to leave things to others and just escape. Yeah. He was staying in somebody's house that wasn't his house. Think twice, seemed like. In some kind of way, that wasn't good. Seek justice with this right here is a racial act. And it's a racial act because sometimes, you know, it looks like everybody is the same, but really they not the same. Yeah. You looking at everybody that look like me as the same. Yeah. I dealt with he was going somewhere and he thought it was good, right? But it was danger below. He didn't know danger was there. He didn't know danger was lurking. Follow me? Okay. Okay, he bought what he bought from the store. He priced it, and that was gonna. Okay, that's it. That wasn't his right there. That last part you heard, that was from Trayvon. I should have been turned it off. Yeah. So yeah, this was for Mr. AMIR Locke, a 22-year-old young man who was killed by the police while waking up from his sleep. So God is saying for the family, seek justice. And AMIR said in the song that he just gave me Debraas Love1 because this police was trigger happy and wanted to eliminate him, right? Because maybe whoever lived there, because AMIR didn't live there. He was at somebody's house for the day, for the night or whatever. He didn't even live there. So this officer, if they was going in because they was going in for whoever lived there, or whatever they had written in their paperwork or whatever be going on, they already got it in for whoever it is in that house. So they might didn't know right off the bat he wasn't a person who they was looking for. So they got it in for whoever it is that live in that house. Get what I'm saying? So they might didn't know he wasn't even the person that lived there. So they already had their mind made up. That's what I'm trying to say. And he already was trigger happy. Bottom line. Take it like you want to take it. Bottom line. Like he is in a war. And he is planning on going to do what he is going to do. And God telling the family, right now, you got to get on your path because, and bring favor to that thing because, and cultivate it because some kind of way, justice haven't been sought. Justice haven't been done, or whatever, however you want to slice it, for AMIR, because God bringing it back out, and God wanted for AMIR, and AMIR just said it. Seek justice for me. Seek justice for me. I was trying to see. Bring justice to me. Bring justice to me. I was trying to see. Peace. This for AMIR Locke.